Hello, my friends. Welcome to my spiritual sanctuary. My name is Sandra. How's everybody doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Glad to have you with me this evening. Thanks for joining. And if this is your first time, I want to say welcome. We're so glad that you stopped in. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. Glad that you are able to support the channel and you enjoy what you're seeing here on the channel. So today we're going to do a metal element reading for those Chinese animal signs of monkey and rooster. So if you were born in the year of the monkey or rooster, or have monkey or rooster in your month, day, or time, then you do have a metal quality to your birth chart. So we're going to look at the metal element today. And we're going to see what Spirit has for you as far as a message, okay? So we're going to ask Spirit, please, to come forward, and the divine angels, guardian angels, ascended masters, and those heavenly beings and guides to give us a message for the metal signs today for the week of November 21st through the 28th. Now, just remember that energy is fluid, so if you find this reading a month from now or even a year from now, it's still relevant. If you are drawn to the title in any way, that means there is most likely a message or some energy in here for you. So just take that. If it doesn't resonate with you, then just leave the rest, okay? So not to worry. If it doesn't resonate with you, come back next week, and we'll see if there's a better message for you. Or you might want to check another element, because we always have more elements than just one in our chart. And so you may find that one of the other elemental readings that I've done this week are going to give you the message that you're looking for the guidance coming up for the week ahead. Okay? And just remember that energy is fluid, as I said. So even though this is for the rooster and monkeys, this may be somebody else that you know that I'm reading for that needs to see this message or hear this message. So please share with them if you know somebody that's experiencing this situation in their life, so that you can help them or guide them to the channel as well, okay? So just know that it may not be for you, but somebody you know, because as we are with other people, our energies intermingle, and sometimes you may pick up an energy from somebody else, and this reading may be for them, okay? So that's all I have to say to get started. So we did have a card that flew out. We are going to be starting with the Akashic Tarot. I use this to begin the readings for right now. I'm going to be changing that up, but for now, we're starting with the Akashic Tarot by Sharon Ann Klinger and Sandra Ann Taylor. Okay? It gives us an overall message so we can see what we're dealing with. And we are having the Oracle of Delphi. And I believe the water signs had this week too. This is a major arcana card. It's a number 1, which means this is a new beginning. We have a high priestess and a high priest that are appearing in the card, which tells us that this is the highest authorities that are speaking to us today. The high priestess is on a pedestal, and the priest has the scrolls in his hand, and he is what he's doing. He's interpreting all of the intuitive insights from the high priestess, and then he puts them into written format. And we're going to read more on that card. Let's pick a couple more to see what else comes out. The Oracle of Delphi is the one that we are going to start with, though. It looks like something is divinely guided this week from the universe, and we'll see what comes up for that. Now let's look and see what other messages do you have for us tonight, Spirit. Okay. We have the One of Keys. We have the Architect. So this is somebody building something, the One of Keys. And if you can see, this is the Egyptian times. And it looks like somebody has a lot of plans that are on the table that are being looked at. And so something, it looks like, is being built this week. Okay. So that's our second card. We're going to take one more. I always pick 3. And then we will start to interpret the message, and we're going to pick more oracles. We'll pick more tarot cards to see what else Spirit has for us this evening. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have the Ascent card, the 7 of Keys, but it is in reverse. So that is the ascent to the top of the mountain, and it's a success card, but when it's in the reverse, it means that there may be a slowdown or a block that's appearing in your ascent to the top, and we don't know what it is. We'll have to see. It's the 7 of Keys, also the key card, and it's 7 is the spiritual lesson. So there is a lesson that's being brought up for you this week, and it has something to do with the universal flow coming in to teach the lesson and to see what is it that we need to learn. There's a block of some sort to our ascent to whatever project that you're working on, or it could be a block to a relationship of some kind. It's a couple on this card, and there's people working in this card and coordinating as architects, and then there's only one person here that's ascending. So it may just be one of the people that are having the issues here, but let's take a look. Now I'm going to go ahead and read it out of the book, The Oracle of Delphi. Now, the Pythia, or the princess at Delphi, sits upon a high 3-legged seat. Steam gently rises from a small fissure in the ground, and nearby a robed priest prepares to write upon an open scroll. Here, I'll hold the card so you can see. Yeah, I see the fissure and the scrolls. All right, now while the Pythia psychically receives the perceptions from Apollo, it is the priest who interprets her pronouncements. In this way, we see the 2 important keys in psychic experience: perception and interpretation. When you receive this card, you're in a time of great insight and psychic power. Even if you don't recognize it yet, it lies very close to your consciousness because you have used this gift in so many past lives, and you may get images or feelings without knowing how to interpret them. Take notes as you practice both your psychic perceptions and their interpretations. Just as they gave the Oracle of Delphi a profound awareness, your psychic perceptions and their interpretations give you a powerful insight and an akashic vision of the world. So you may be getting some psychic insights and downloads from the universe that are giving you the messages that you need to move forward with a relationship, a project of some sort. Let's just tap into the divine for a moment and close your eyes. Go within and feel your psychic energy growing, expanding upward from the very depths of your being. Now notice the first thing that you sense. That may be the clue right there. Okay, so a lot of times when you're in meditation, you'll have insights and things come to you. So if you're not meditating, I would highly recommend that you do start to meditate and see what comes for you, because right now is a very psychic time for you. And you may be dealing with a water sign as well, metal element. And that would be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay? Because I got this card as I believe it was the first card for the water sign reading as well. You might want to watch that video too this week. Okay, just to see what is the message? I believe the message was a couple in that was getting married, and they were experiencing some karma, and they were having some insights about the relationship, but it ultimately led to celebration and a marriage. So I don't know if that's the same message we have here, but your perceptions and your insights and your intuition are going to be heightened this week, so really pay attention. Now, the One of Keys is the architect, and that is a man and a woman in rich Egyptian dress. They stand at a table filled with structural drawings and measuring utensils. And he is the architect of all they survey, and he points to an unseen building in his expansive project. Throughout the scene, many workers toil on foundations, pylons, and palaces. At a mundane level, you could find yourself involved in a building project or renovating and redecorating your home or workplace. Most important, this card shows that it's time for you to step into a position of power. In order to do that, you must recognize your talents and strengths, as well as your authority to take charge. An opportunity beckons that utilizes your skills perfectly. Feel the command you have over the great scope of the situation and take charge. So close your eyes for a moment and take a relaxing breath and move deeply into the authority and confidence that comes from your eternal truth. You are in easy command. Feel your talents and power stir within you as you design the destiny you seek. So you are designing your destiny with another man and a woman here as well. So these are couples, and this is a couple, and it looks like they're both very good matches for each other. So this couple over here, we may actually have two stories here this week. This couple over here is designing a project together. It's a home they could be building or renovating a home. They could be in the real estate field. And this couple is a psychic mystic couple and basically the Hierophant energy. And look at how they're both are one. They're both the number one. So that means they're both just starting out in their journeys as couples. So it's just they are different energies, that's all. And you may fit into one of those two categories. You're either the Hierophant, which would be higher institutions, like a metaphysical society. You are, what do you call, a priest, or not necessarily a priest, but a man, a holy man, or somebody of high psychic stance in the community, maybe a healer, a doctor, somebody that heals other people, and somebody who is very intuitive. And the High Priestess is also a healer. She could be a tarot reader. She could be an astrologer. She could be somebody who is just a psychic being and just takes in all of the insights and helps, and they work together as a team. The same way with this couple as well. They're working on renovating and building and doing a real estate project. They're becoming the architects of their life. And these people are becoming the oracle of their lives. And so it's two approaches to the same outcome. And so only you know where you fit there, but they're both on their new beginning. And let's look at the Seven of Keys in reverse. So that's just one man at the top of the hill. And in reverse, I did have that for, I believe it was the earth signs this week, but it was in the upright. So you may be dealing with an earth sign that's having some issues, and he may be a part of this mix. Okay, so let's see. We have the ascent, and it's in reverse. So this card reverse can sometimes indicate the loss of a position, a sudden departure from a job, or a fall from grace. in your reputation or career expectations. It also speaks to efforts that don't pay off. You may have worked hard to reach a higher position, yet it seems to have eluded you. The specific outcomes you seek may be harder to realize right now, and your efforts may not be acknowledged by others. No matter how hard you work, it seems like you're often starting over from the bottom. And this may just be a passing phase, but if you find yourself making long-term efforts without any reward in sight, it could be time to think about a new approach or a different place to plant your flag. Okay? So this may be somebody that was working in either one of these scenarios that is now dropped out of the arena. He is no longer a part of the group. He has lost his reputation, his job. He's tumbling down, spiraling down for some reason. And he's just not found where he needs to be yet. I think, sometimes there's people that are going through dark nights of the soul and they lose themselves in the process. So we have the number 6 card, which is the burden, and it's been reversed. So what I was asking Spirit is, please, kind of clarify the ascent for us, and it is the burden. And so when we have it upright, we can see the mountain is right here, and this man is got another man with him, and he's ascending to the top of the mountain, but with the rooster on his head. Interesting, because we're doing the reading for a rooster and the monkey. So this may be somebody who is a rooster in their birth year, and they have it in their chart, either in the month, day, or time. So this may definitely be about you as a rooster in this reading. And now what's happened is the burden's being lifted because the job has been lost or the relationship has been lost. So evidently this was a burden that this rooster was experiencing, and this 2 men, or a man and a woman. Is it a man and a woman? Yeah. It looks like this man was really trying to carry this man up the mountain. And it was such a burden for this leader to carry this man any longer. And that may be the man that didn't make it to the top, because obviously he just didn't have the wherewithal to do it on his own. He had to be carried by others. And the rooster element up there at the top was, seeing the way. So the rooster a gentleman who was the leader could have been the rooster. So you very well be listening to this reading, the leader in all of this, and trying to carry another man to the top of the mountain. And of course, you can't do that. People have to do it on their own in order to really learn the spiritual lessons. So that's what it is. There's a spiritual lesson here for that man that was being carried up the mountain. He could no longer be codependent anymore. He definitely had to step aside, and he had to fall in order to grow, to get the spiritual lesson. And sometimes that happens. The universe will come in and it will just say, you cannot participate with the others because you are not able to do it as a leader on your own. You cannot step into these leadership roles. You see this, these are the perfect balance of masculine and feminine on both cards, but they're leaders in their field. And evidently this man could not make that. He just couldn't do it for some unknown reason. He looks very tired, worn out. He may have an illness. And he may just not taking care of himself. So yes, the universe is going to come in, and the universe is going to make sure that that person falls in order so he can get the wake-up call he needs so that he can change and evolve and grow into being a better version of himself. So the burden's being lifted from this man. So he will no longer have to carry the burden any longer. And that's a relief. Of course, we all want to get to the top of the mountain, right? We all want to win and be that leader. But sometimes it's just not for us. And sometimes it's just not time yet. And there's other lessons that need to be learned before that, before we make it to the top of the mountain. Timing, divine timing is everything, right? Okay, so we have the next card out is the control card. So what happened is this man was trying to control the situation. And when you try to put your own will and control over other people, then it does not work. Everybody has to be use their own will and use their own energy and their own tenacity to get to the top of that mountain. So the control has to go. And the universe came in. This card came out in the reverse control. So this man is being asked to reverse his control over the situation and allow things to unfold the way they're supposed to. And the universe will guide him on the next direction. Now, this high priestess and high priest may be helping this man in some way. They may be giving him the guidance and the intuitive insights to help him to grow and evolve and to give him the messages that he needs to change his life for the better. And then these people will come in next, and they will help him build a foundation. Okay, we each have our own ways of dealing with these things. So it sounds like this is a situation where we need some healing cards. So let's ask the angels, what are the healing cards for this reading this week? Okay, so we have the card of the child. This may be a child that's going through this, and or somebody who's childlike, or somebody who's dealing with child issues in their life. Okay, and their guardian angel is telling them that they have to tap into their childlike qualities or their inner child to heal, and to look at their childhood as far as why they've been held back, and there's something that is coming from a past life maybe, or something from their childhood that has kept them in a situation where they are going backwards and not forwards to reach the heights that the universe wants them to. So good if you have some childhood trauma, then, or this person that is in regards to this reading, the rooster may know who this is, and I would suggest getting to the root of the cause and doing some child trauma issues, some work with a mental health therapist, or with a professional psychotherapist to release those childhood woundings. And then, obviously there's inner child work to be done, or it may have to do with a child of some sort in your life that is the reason why you're being held back. So, but Spirit says that you need to keep the vision. That's what your guardian angel is saying, is to keep the vision for a new and brighter future ahead, because it is coming. It's just the vision is going to change. Obviously, you are not on the right track, and Spirit came in and took that away, because you're supposed to be going in a different direction than you were going, and you didn't learn the spiritual lessons that you were supposed to learn. going in that direction. So something has got to change. And Spirit came in and just took it all away. And then, you know, we go through that dark night of the soul because we have a lot of healing to do on those issues. Yeah, see, we got the healing card next because there's healing that needs to take place here. So there's no way to get to the top without the healing. So we have the healers here, the Oracle of Delphi and the architects, and they're going to come in and help you heal, metal element. Okay? So you have a friend that's a rooster, or you are the rooster that's going through this. And that is it's your clue that you need to do a lot of healing to get back up. That's St. Padre Pio. He is one of the greatest healers from Brazil. And you may want to look him up and Google him and read about him because he was a very, very, very psychic healer. So he may even be in one of the priestess in this, the high priest in this card, that is helping you to heal your wounds, okay? But definitely there's some healing that needs to happen here in order for you to get to that top of the mountain. So that is what I have for you. We're already at 26 minutes, and I'm going to leave you with that this week. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead. I want to thank you so much for coming to the channel, and I hope that helps somebody. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like the content, and hit the bell so that you get the next video. And like I said, if it doesn't resonate with you this week, come back next week or check out the earth sign reading or the water sign because it seems to be connected to this one. Okay? If you want a private reading so we can go deep with you, you can go ahead and email me. I also do Chinese astrology and Feng Shui consults, so I'm always available. And give me an email at myspiritualsanctuaryinfo@gmail.com, and we'll get you scheduled right away. Okay? All right. Well, thank you so much for coming to the channel today, and I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving this coming up week. And until we meet again, Namaste, my friends.